So I actually think that over the short term, both could have obviously a significant impact, but really, as you play it out to the medium term, it's Brexit that has the bigger impact. And rather than necessarily being a negative thing, I actually think that Brexit could potentially bring some real opportunity if companies can get their regulatory framework right and structure themselves in such a way that they can take advantage of what Brexit might allow across Europe. There's going to be changes in regulators in terms of the way you can operate your businesses in the different jurisdictions. So for me, it's Brexit.
I think there's one thing that both sort of symbolize, which is this idea of like trying to clamp down on free movement of people, which I have to say will have a detrimental effect on fintech, whether it's in the UK or in Silicon Valley around the world and things. And I think, what is the most brilliant thing is really when people from around the world come together and stuff. Everyone has different ideas. That's really the way innovation is driven forward.
I think it's a tough one to pin down, and it's a difference between scope and timeline. So I think Trump's administration and the US administration have a larger scope and a larger effect, because wherever you touch the US dollar is going to have, you're subject to regulations from the US. Like I'm a US citizen. I still have to file US taxes even though I live here, and I don't earn any kind of USD. And so the regulatory framework is so far-reaching in the US that creates huge problems worldwide.
I think the overall impact of a Brexit plus a Trump is a positive, and which one is of a greater impact is difficult to see. I think if Trump does manage to lower regulation and create some duality and bilateral agreements with the UK, that's going to be very positive for our fintech industry. I can just see our fintech industry growing and growing and continuing to be the leader in the world. We have the best regulators, the FCA. We're the only place in the world that has got a payment services regulator, the PSR. No one else has got that. Our FCA has created the sandbox. We're one of the first in the world to create that. So we're basically creating the ultimate positive environment for new fintech startups to come through the UK. And so I see the UK as being the place to be in the future.